This podcast is a celebration to all those people who are willing to show up and do the work. And what I mean by that is we live in a culture today where so many people want to take shortcuts all the time, and especially our younger generation folks, Gen Y, as they're sometimes called, they tend to think that they shouldn't have to work for anything, that they're all going to be millionaires or billionaires by the time they're 25 or 30, and they shouldn't actually have to work their way up from the bottom. But you and I know, because we're more experienced, we've been around longer, we know that real success, you could call it, I don't even like that term, but just making it in the world requires hard work. It requires dedication, especially when you're approaching things from a highly ethical point of view. If you're doing an honest business, if you're doing clean food like we're selling at healthrangerstore.com, if you're operating with ethics, succeeding in this world, whether it's in your job or in your relationship or in your own business, whatever it happens to be, it's going to take dedication and hard work. There's nothing that I've achieved in my life that came without effort. I mean, significant effort. And almost everything that I can think of took a lot more effort than you imagine it would take up front. Things are difficult. Life is hard. But if you accept that up front and you're willing to do the work, then your pathway to success is easier than a lot of people might suppose. In other words, if you're just willing to show up and do the work, you're going to achieve a tremendous amount of success. When I look at people who struggle, for the most part, although there are some exceptions, but for the most part, people who struggle, who don't have any money or who don't have any success in life, one way or another, they simply fail to show up and do the work. You look at people who are jobless today. How can you be jobless when you drive around town, everybody's hiring? In the worst case, you could be a cook on a grill someplace. I mean, put your ego aside for a moment, and if you need some job to pay some bills, if you just show up, lots of places would want to hire you. You know how hard it is for even McDonald's to keep their employees, for them to just show up on time and do what they're told to do? It's so hard these days just to find decent people. If you show up and do the work, even if it's low-level stuff, you will always have a job. And if you keep showing up and you keep doing the work, you're going to succeed. Maybe this is a message more for today's youth, or recent college graduates who seem to have very unrealistic expectations about how much success they're going to have immediately out of college. And some do, by the way. Some land a very lucky job or a very extraordinary job, or some have the right connections, family, friends, or they graduate from Harvard or Yale. They're part of that system, and they have it made from day one. But most people don't have it made from day one. Most people have to earn it. And earning it requires hard work. It requires showing up, doing the work, no matter what your job, and doing it with a sense of pride. And that's why I'm giving this shout out to all the people out there, whether you're driving a truck or you are running a massage therapy center, or maybe you're working at the post office and you're pushing packages all day. No matter what you do, I celebrate the fact that you're willing to do it, that you're showing up and contributing to society and just getting the job done, because you are the reason society still functions at all. Even as parts of society are breaking down more and more, it seems, the fact that you're willing to show up and do the work that's necessary is what keeps the fabric of society still holding together to some degree, whether you work at a bank or an insurance company or a gas station. It doesn't have to be something elaborate. We're not all real estate moguls like Trump is or was. Just small, simple, humble jobs can make a lasting difference and do make a big difference in our society. So I want to thank you for who you are. Thank you for being part of this fabric of society. Thank you for being willing to do the work, to do what's necessary to move this country forward, to contribute or participate in the economy. It's a big deal. And I want you to know that I'm right there with you. I work hard every day. I can't tell you how many weekends I've spent working or how many holidays I've spent working. Everybody else is off. That's the day that I get stuff done because then other employees aren't asking me a million questions a day. I work hard to do what I do, and I do it right alongside you, all of you who do what you do. I admire you, and I promise you that I will continue to dedicate my time and effort to growing the operation that you've come to know and love, which is Natural News, upcoming Reel.video launch, all the things that we do, all the websites that we publish, the hundreds of websites, the labs, CWC labs, all these things that you value, they exist for the same reason that I'm sharing with you here, because we work hard, all of us, and we're doing this to create a better society. So thank you for your support. It's much appreciated, and if you feel like you're working long hours, just rest assured, I'm probably working those same long hours right beside you too. Thanks for listening. Mike Adams here, the Health Ranger. Take care.
Learn more at healthrangerreport.com.
Thank you for watching. If you want to support our mission, visit us at healthrangerstore.com for the world's largest selection of lab-verified superfood and nutritional products for healthy living. It's at healthrangerstore.com.